Hello and welcome to this analysis. In this video, I've covered Kotak Mahindra Bank, India's flagship large private bank. And what better way to start than we start with the higher time frame, in this case of quarterly. We start with the quarterly April 2003 onward data, and we can see that except for the subprime, which had a 1 year drop, quarterly charts, a 1 year drop, a steep drop that time, quite a heavy correction, and then a tremendous rally. And you can see, as per Ichimoku, that the Ichimoku Kijun has never been broken, just been tested once in 2020, and once prior to that, yeah, 2020 twice tested, but otherwise a smooth investor's delight, non-stop upward move in the quarterly charts. Let's have a look at the monthly chart, and you can see that uh, one sharp move from the subprime lows, then that COVID crash, in between small phases of correction which have been sideways. Now that's important to understand here. The first sideways correction is from April 2015 all the way to Feb 2016, almost a year. And after that, dips. Now, this time, we are seeing a large sideways correction in the stock from October 21 and still going on. So, for 2 years, we've had a fantastic overall market rally, but Kotak Bank has been a more of a underperformer, and I'll continue with that aspect in different ways and explain to you. Not doing anything much now in the quarterly charts. The support is at 1600. That's a strong support. Quarterly resistance 1850. Now this 1850 is going to come regularly as we go ahead. In the monthly, like I said, completely sideways, not doing anything at all. Support at 1775. That's a crucial Ichimoku Kumo support. Below that, the next massive support again 1600, 1625, which matches with the quarterly. So any panic drop, that would be an interesting level to look out for in that case. Let's have a look at the weekly charts and try to understand the weekly. Now, out here the resistance in the weekly is at 1850, which also matches with the monthly and quarterly resistance. Above that, the next resistance, of course there are minor ones at 1925 and 1975, but the bigger one is out here at 2050 odd. Now here is what makes it interesting, is that even though it's not yet confirmed, but one can look at it from a head and shoulder, a massive right shoulder formation taking place out here. uh, in the case that from a bearish perspective, one can look at it like that. So you have a left shoulder, you have a neckline formation, head, neckline, and multiple right shoulder formations taking place out here. This would be ultra bearish, and that breakdown is coming below 1650 out here. This 1650 level would certify that that would mean the break of the quarterly as well as the monthly charts if it were to happen, but too early to say that right now. Let's have a look. Just consider it as something which is quite scary from the point of view of a bearish pattern formation. But if we look at it again, this round of correction from October 21 till June 22, and after that the stock has gone completely sideways out here. We can see the pattern playing out like this, completely not doing anything much at all, a complete sideways corrective. So one can say it's a current the current formation suggesting sideways trend going on for the stock. So this sideways also in the weekly, like I said, 1850, 1925, 1975, and then the bigger one here at 2050 odd levels. This would be something I would be looking at in case there's a breakdown in the weekly. Weekly support is at 1750. 1750. Below that, yes, that monthly quarterly chart support at 1650 odd levels will come into play. So immediate medium to short term would be 1750. Very, very cautious from a weekly point of view. Otherwise, stock could continue to be a nightmare for trending moves, non trending, swinging in from one narrow zone to the other one. Let's have a look at the daily chart and try to configure what's making out here. So, in the daily chart, interestingly, if I just draw this trend line here, so one could understand, get a bigger picture out of it. One attempt goes below it, comes back, circulates around it, another one, this time again an attempt to break it, has not broken. So 1700 and 50 would be the major support for me. So in the daily also, which matches with the weekly. Prior to that, look at where the support in the daily is. The Ichimoku cloud at 1800, and then another little bit here at 1775. 1800 extremely crucial. Then 1775, some panic could come in if that, while its results are out, so volatility has been done with. Resistance coming up at 1850. Again, you can see the weekly, monthly, quarterly, everything suggesting 1850 as a wall. Above 1850 there could be a push upwards, 1865, 1850, towards this level 1920, then we are talking 1975, and then that 2000. So the minimum upside, where we could see some short covering in the stock and some rally, is only above 1850, 75. Below 1800 weakness, 1750 could be tested, and then further lower formation could also happen. Now, before I go down to the hourly charts, the derivative data for the stock is in the first, the derivative data for the futures last 5 trading days has shown significant short covering in it. But on a day-to-day basis, that is only if I consider Friday's close of 2nd Feb, it's completely flat, not much happening out there. The open interest in the option data is showing highest OI at 1800, and highest call put OI at 1800, and call OI highest is at 1900. On Friday, there was significant OI addition happening in 1850 call, and unwinding of 1800, 1820, 1840 calls. So some call profit booking for this move that we saw from 25th of Jan. So some profit booking and some call writers also for stepping in. Like I said, 1850 Ichimoku multi-time frame showing a huge wall. So 1850 is what becomes like a Lakshman Rekha for the upside. While on the another interesting factor which I noticed is that even though 1900 has the highest OI addition in the call side, there is a shifting happening from 1900 to 1850. The 1900 call writers, some of them have booked profit and moved down to 1850. So trying to make a wall out there. Out there. In the put side, 1750 put is seeing a lot of addition. Again, we've seen a multi-time frame 1750 crucial support, while the 1750 and 1780, while 1800 to 1820 puts were, especially 1820 put was seeing short covering. So uh, a little bit of worry for the put writer, not so confident there. Now let's come back to the hourly chart. Now in the hourly, again you can see this significant level from where each time it bounced, 1820, some resistance here again around the 1820 level. If this 1820 level does not hold, then this 1800 to 1775 is what would be crucial for short term upside, support. And the resistance in the 60-minute chart is at 1850 to 75. Ideally, 75 taken out in the hourly would mean that there could be a good possibility of that higher time frame 1850 closer support taking place in the stock. So overall, if we look at it, the stock, because of its tremendous sideways traction, is the 1875 to 1800, 1850 to say 1800 is that zone where it's not going to be easy. Either side biased because of its extreme sideways move, appears to be bearish. right now, but not a very significant move, more of a range bound move. So interestingly, I looked at the relative strength of the stock, which is what do you call, from a uh, from the bank nifty to the Kotak Bank, and this is what it looks like to me out here. So unless it starts pushing its way above this level out here of made on the 17th of November, till then Kotak Bank uh, will continue to underperform the bank nifty. And even if you look at it again from the point of view of with the nifty, because it's a large cap nifty stock, here also we can see that the earliest breach would happen if it starts closing in the ratio chart above the 20th December, and ideally, because this is a monthly breakdown happening out here. Okay, there's a monthly breakdown, so at least a weekly close should start happening above the October ratio chart high. Then only we can say that Kotak could come out and outperform uh, the Nifty as well as the Bank Nifty. Until then, stock remains under pressure. So I hope this video is of help to you. I do keep making regularly stock videos, so please do like this, share this, and also follow me for such regular updates. A disclaimer: this is not a trading advice or to you. This is just a video based on educational purposes from Ichimoku and relative strength point of view. So please do your research properly before taking your decisions of trading and investing, and always manage your risk and respect the trend and stop loss. Until then, happy investing.